Welcome back. Okay, Kishore Patil, CEO and MD at KPIT Tech, joining us. Opportune time to speak to you, Mr. Patil. Give us a sense as to how at least demand is playing out for you. Do you believe that auto sector demand is giving your numbers a little bit of a boost, and how sustainable is that? Let's start with that. Of course, India EU is the big mover, but I'm just trying to kind of set the context with regard to demand.
Yeah, overall, we are seeing a more positive environment than 6 months back. And we do believe that many markets, including US, naturally there are different pockets of the market, but still US, Europe, specifically India, Southeast Asia, some part in Korea, China. So I think some of those are looking positive traction going forward. So it looks like there will be momentum. I can't say which time, which exactly this, but we are seeing a much better environment from that perspective. Also, the fact that we have got some of the adjacencies which we have gone, which I would say micromobility, where we have formed the partnership with HMC Hive, or now AI, some of the partnership we have done with Microsoft and one of the leading CRM companies. I think these are some of the things which we feel very bullish about the market demand.
I also wanted to understand if you could give us an update on your current order book or the TCV pipeline, including the contribution from the recent Q3 wins worth about $202 million and expect the ramp up in FY27.
So we do not exactly give the numbers, and the reason is it confuses more people than actually give, because even we are thinking about what is the best way to present it. We have been giving those numbers, but they are over. Some are over 3 years, some are over 5 years, some are over 1 year. So it becomes very, very hard to give these numbers. But to give you basically at a high level, the basic pipeline is good. I think we have to ensure the convergence. I think convergence have been a bit slow last year. I think I'm expecting them to pick up this year.
Sure. But, just factoring in AI-defined mobility, the off-highway growth that you would pencil in, I bet in terms of the medium-term revenue, at least, you have some trajectory in mind.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, if you really look at it, off-highway commercial has grown faster than passenger this year. That not to say that passenger will not grow, but I am just saying this year that is what has happened. Also, it was boosted due to our acquisition of CareSoft. But in AI, of course, will be the biggest pivot for us. I think the solutions which we'll bring to them. So the AI has multiple angles to it, and it's very difficult to bring it out. So by itself, it will create a huge demand for go to the client and do that. What we have to also see at the same time, it can also cannibalize some of your revenue. So you have to be fast in moving in multiple areas. So we do believe that we are in a very good position to drive growth through AI.
In fact, I did want to touch upon both CareSoft as well as Endream and wanted to understand what's the ROI looking like on both these acquisitions.
Yeah. So CareSoft, the whole our genesis of that acquisition has been off-highway commercial. Just to give you some idea, globally, if you look at next year, globally, passenger will grow somewhere between 1 to 2.5% globally. And in some markets less, some markets more, but that's how it is. But the off-highway specifically will grow like 4.5% globally. So, the inherent demand will be higher, and we would like to double down. That was our purpose of going with the CareSoft and bring out some innovative solutioning. Also, a lot of things such as SDV, as you can call, or AI, the next version of that, AI-based AI SDV. So that will be adopted by these companies. So that that will be one area to look at from the growth. Now, coming back to the second part, which is Endream, which we are very excited about, because again, a very different business model. It is like a ARR, recurring revenue, high growth, and the whole idea is to change the consumer experience. And if you really look at it, it is so important for the clients. I can tell you that we do a lot of business with many clients, but if I go and meet the CEO of the client, one thing on his mind is the Endream, the product which we have in the product, because it's a part of the product it is going, and it's very important to the end consumer. And so we do believe that it will be it is a high growth, high margin business.
Good to hear that. Let's bring it down then to the recent India-EU trade deal as well. Tell me, how are you positioning yourself at KPIT to try and garner maximum benefit, reduce tariffs, increase market access for both autos, software exports to Europe?
Absolutely. I think, I mean, I'm just going back, and last year sometime I spoke with Indo-German Business Council, and I mentioned that for Germany to do anything worthwhile will be to have a strategic partnership with India. And that will really pivot them to get access to a larger market, innovation system, etc. The India will get access to R&D part, which we really don't have enough. That is one part. The second thing, Indian SME manufacturing tier ones or independent manufacturers will really see a very good demand. I believe they will be in a position to get a better market share. So I believe overall it will be very good for my clients, German clients. They will get, they will make their India strategy better, and that will help us significantly because they will be doing well in the business. And from the India perspective, I think the ecosystem will really get developed, which will drive overall for India economy, Indian automotive system. So that's how I look at it.
Okay. So talk to us about, what is the outlook with regard to your business in terms of growth? How much of incremental growth will likely come because of this India-EU deal that's been signed?
It's very hard to bring it out like that.
Okay.
But because the first thing is it is going to take 6 to 9 months to actually more 9 to 12 months to really get it in place. And you know, I don't know whether you are aware, the first agreement we signed about we started talking about it 15, 16 years back. So hopefully now there is a real demand, a real intention, and I can see that on ground. So it will help to accelerate. So it's difficult to say, but I think in 2 years we will all see visible impact of this.
Okay, Mr. Patil, thank you so much for coming in and speaking with us. It's been great engaging, of course, on the back of the numbers, but also plenty of other moving parts as well. Thank you so much for coming in. All right, so that's, of course, Kishore Patil of KPIT Tech with us live.